Advanced Bible question. In Judges chapter 20 verse 17 to 25, the children of Israel inquired from the Lord if they should go to battle with the tribe of Benjamin. And the Lord said yes, they should go. But the children of Israel suffered heavy defeat. They lost 22,000 Israelites. Then they regrouped and also went to the house of God to make inquiry. Again, God told them to go ahead. This time around, the children of Israel suffered another defeat. They lost 18,000 men, totally 40,000. The question now is this: why did God tell them to go to battle, only for Him to allow them to suffer heavy defeat twice? Before answering this question, let me first of all paraphrase what led to the battle between the Israelites and the tribe of Benjamin. It happened that in those days when there was no king in Israel, a certain Levite had a concubine. This concubine left him and went to her father's house, and she was there for 4 months. So this Levite traveled down to her father's house to talk to her. Then he was able to convince her. On their way back home, they came to a place called Gibeah, a village in Benjamin. There, the night was fast spent, and no one even called them in. So they were outside at night until a certain old man came and asked them, "Where are you going to?" And he told them that they were going to Ephraim, but the night is fast spent, and nobody even bothered to call them in. And so the old man invited them in. Do you know what happened next? Some of the men of Benjamin came to the house of this old man and demanded that he should bring that Levite out so that they will have sex with him. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how Israel degenerated to the level of Sodom and Gomorrah, to the extent that they practiced homosexuality? Can you remember the same scenario that happened in time of old, when the men of Sodom and Gomorrah came to Lot's house to demand that Lot should bring those 2 angels for them to have sex with? The same thing happened to this very Levite. But this old man begged them that, "Please, leave this man alone. I have daughters, take them." But they said, "No, we want this very man." And this man pushed his concubine to them. Do you know what they did to the concubine? They raped her over and over and over and over again throughout the night, each man taking their turns. By daybreak, the concubine managed to walk down to the old man's house, and there she fell. So when the Levite opened the door and came out, he saw his concubine lying down at the doorpost. He called her, but there was no reply, no answer. What happened next? The Levite carried her body back home. When he got home, he divided the corpse into 12 places and distributed them across the 12 tribes of Israel. When they got the message, the whole Israelite nation came together as one, and they said, "What kind of a thing is this?" Then they invited the Levites, who now explained to them what happened. Then the men of Israel, they said, "Such a thing has never happened in Israel." And so they sent message to the tribe of Benjamin to invite those men so that they will deal with them, so that they will punish them. But do you know what? The tribe of Benjamin refused. And because of that, Israel waged war against the tribe of Benjamin. And so they gathered themselves to battle against the tribe of Benjamin. Before going to the battle, they inquired of the Lord if they should go to battle. And God Almighty gave them a green light. And so they went to battle. But do you know what? Israel lost the battle. 22,000 men were killed by Benjamin. Then Israel regrouped the second time and also went to the house of God to make inquiry. Again, God gave them green light that they should go. This second time, Benjamin defeated the 11 tribes of Israel, killing 18,000 of them, totally 40,000. Before the civil war between the 11 tribes of Israel and the tribe of Benjamin, Israel had given themselves completely to immorality. They went into idol worshipping, doing all kinds of evil. They completely forgot the God of their fathers. And then they went after the gods of the Gentiles. And it was in that state that they came to the house of God to make inquiry of if they should go to battle with Benjamin. In that their dirty nature, in that their sinful nature, having not put away their idols, having not repented of their sins, they came to the house of God to make inquiry. And then God gave them the answer they would like to hear. This is in accordance to Ezekiel chapter 14. If you take it from verse 4, which says, "Therefore speak unto them, and say to them, Thus says the Lord God, every one of the house of Israel who set up his idols in his heart and puts before him what causes him to stumble into iniquity, and then comes to the prophet, I the Lord will answer him who comes according to the multitude of his idols, that I may seize the house of Israel by their hearts, because they are all estranged from me by their idols." The nation of Israel at that time had idols in their homes, and then they came to the house of God to make inquiry, and God gave them the answer of their idols in accordance to Ezekiel chapter 14 from verse 4. After they lost the first battle, they regrouped the second time. When they have not put away the gods, the idols, and their evils from their hearts, they again went to the house of God to make inquiry. Again, God gave them the go-ahead. This time around, they lost again. It was after they have lost the second time that they now repented and fasted, and they made peace offering to God. This was when God Almighty accepted their offerings. God gave them victory. Now we have a lot to learn from this, that you cannot be worshiping idols and at the same time coming to ask for a prophet or making an inquiry to God about something. God will give you an answer in accordance to your idol. And that was what happened to the children of Israel, and how they lost the battle to Benjamin twice. And on the third time, they made peace offering. They fasted and they repented of their evils, and God gave them victory. And that was also a way of God punishing them because of their evil, for forgetting the gods of their father, for worshiping the idols of the Gentiles. And that civil war brought them together. We have a lot to learn from this lesson. For those who do all manners of evil, and then you come to the house of God to make inquiry, what do you expect? God will give you an answer in accordance to your idols. I believe we now understand this question. Thank you. If you love what you are doing, please don't forget to subscribe and also to share this video.